1051.
Put it on for my city like a new brim. Yankee fitted, who's him? Nuke boost like Duke Nukem. Cruising, oozing, booze and residue from blunts. I got a gun named Susan. Got the blueprint like Jay-Z and that's Rock Nation. Patience, my placement is 1, 2, 3, and 4 like PlayStation. And taking the streets over like a crack rock. Ass drop, but I know they only do it for per diem. Knew I made plus when they didn't wanna be him. Didn't wanna be him and they didn't wanna see him. Now they see him on the stages and the bitches wanna DM. That's the alphabet. And my wolves are the alpha set. And these words got me out of debt. You move weight, shit, I'd rather get an ounce of text. You think you strong, but you ain't moving mountain, yeah, shit. I did it with my palms, pouring liquor out for my nigga that's gone. We good entertainment, what you niggas do is basic Hiroshima, Nagasaki, all my niggas drop bombs.
It's Power 1051, home of the Breakfast Club. Angie Martinez and that hip hop and R&B. It's me, EmEz. This is the Sunday Sit Down, and across from me this afternoon, it's Chris Rivers.
Yes, sir.
How's everything?
Awesome, bro. About as great as that intro. Yes, sir.
See, it's weird for me because it's like Pun was an artist I looked up to as a kid, and he was
Most
someone
definitely.
that was very influential.
Yeah.
I have a lot of Puerto Rican friends. We used to listen to Big
All
Pun
day.
all the time. Shout out to Manny. And seeing as he passed, what has life been like for you afterwards?
Well, he passed when I was 6. I'm 22 now, so it's been a lot of life. Most of my life he's been gone.
Mm.
So I mean, directly after, you know, it hit us hard. You know what I'm saying? I was still grasping the concept of death, and you know, I saw how it affected my mom and my sisters because I'm the youngest. So I saw how it hit them, and then you know we hit the rocks financially. We was in the shelter, homeless, and jumping around and just dealing with that stuff, which just psychologically as a young man, like many other young men, just growing up without their fathers, dealing with that.
Mm.
But then at the same time, people like I wasn't always like, hey, my name is Chris, Pun son. Like I was never that kind of guy.
Yeah.
I was always you know, private about it or not. It wasn't something I was trying to brag about. I don't think so. But when people found out, I was always dealing with, you know, people treating me differently or people thinking I have more than what I do,
Yeah.
etc. So, you know, it's been a lot of trials and tribulations, but since I started my own career, you know what I'm saying, I really realized that you got to achieve things with your own hand. I'm not trying to live off anybody. So it's been a struggle and a triumph, and I'm happy where I'm at now, and so is my family.
Now, with this career you started, is
Yes.
it do you think or do you know if this was something that was in you or something that was put on you because of who your father was?
It was both, man. Like in the beginning, it just felt like it was something I was supposed to do. Like
Yeah.
even when I was younger, like it always just felt like something I was just supposed to do, and it was kind of pushed. And then I would say I really fell in love with it like recently. I really started taking it seriously right after high school when I was like 18.
Mhm.
So it's been about 4 years, and even then it was still something that I felt like, you know, most people, you for instance, you probably got an opportunity to really fall in love with music. You know what I'm saying? You probably fell in love with it. You heard it. You got your opportunity. Like, you here right now. You
Mhm.
wanted this. You pursued it. Like, and that's the thing. Like, for a while, it was like, it just felt like it was something I was supposed to do. And I finally got the opportunity now, as I'm in it, to finally fall in love with it. And now it feels great. And now I know it's something that I definitely want to do, whether it was my pops was who he was or not. Like, this is just, I don't want to work a 9 to 5.
I hear that. I hear that.
I don't want to work under nobody. I'm 22 and I may be making, you know, X amount, but at the same time, it's like I'm building towards a legacy, and I'm answering to myself. I don't answer to nobody. You know what I'm saying? And it's great. It's a great feeling.
Got you. Chris Rivers is in the building.
Yes, sir.
It's the Sunday Sit Down. Golden Gloves?
Golden Gloves, man.
You nice with the hands, huh?
Yeah, I'm done. Yeah, I'm decent.
No, I'm decent. I don't doubt. Don't hit me with the humble pie,
Yeah,
man. Don't do that.
Come on,
Don't do that.
Come on. But yeah, it was.
How long you been boxing?
My father used to have us fighting all up in the house, just scrapping. So like, I loved this since when I was a kid. But I trained for like 2 years in Morris Park Boxing Gym. Like when I really started taking it seriously, and I was going hard. And then I was doing music at the same time, and I realized I was like, damn, like I'm gonna have to pick one. You know what I'm saying? And that's really what it was.
Mm-hmm.
So like, and the music was bringing in more financially at that time, which is what I needed. So I picked that. And I kept boxing as my hobby and as an outlet, you know what I'm saying? Because they're both very demanding. But so I still got hands, I still train, I did a little MMA too. So in case we get
really?
Yeah, in case we get to the floor, gotta know how to break a bone, snap a neck. So it's cool. Like,
You see, recently I got a chance to chop it up with Jimmy Rivera of the UFC.
oh yeah,
He kicked my ass.
oh yeah,
Yeah, so I don't play with that UFC stuff.
No, it's dangerous. It's dangerous. I was up in there. I didn't. They asked you to spar, and you roll around, and you do, you know, the jujitsu, and y'all do the grappling.
I didn't even do all that.
And yo, I went. I didn't know who this guy was. I was going to the Jungle Gym. It was right there in Castle Hill, dope spot. I was going there, I was training, I didn't know who the dude was, and he's trying to get me in a triangle lock. It's when you choke someone out with your legs. It's crazy. So I'm holding it down, I'm trying to block it, and he's just looking at me like this, just looking up, and he goes with 2 fingers and just pokes my neck, and my whole body shut down. Couldn't breathe. I was like,
See,
I don't know. Yo, and then afterwards he introduced him, he's like, I'm Master Patrick. He introduced himself as Master Patrick. I'm like, all right, that's why.
No doubt.
Master, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like, cool. So there's some people you can never tell who they are, but they nasty with it. So don't sleep on individuals. Who do that.
UFC and MMA has made that possible.
Yeah,
those guys that you're like, look at this little herb dude.
Yeah.
And okay, test that little herb dude if you want to.
Exactly. Put you in something you never seen before. Like,
you ain't lying.
that's what it is, man.
Chris Rivers is in the building. It's your main man, EmEz. What's your relationship with Fat Joe now?
We don't have any bad blood, but we don't really speak. You know what I'm saying? It's like that. Like a lot of people forget. Like my pop passed when I was 6.
Yeah.
Some of his friends are gonna keep extensive contact with a 6-year-old. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So and plus with the whole can of worms with him, my mom's and stuff like that, and they going through it. Like we keep a respectful distance, but there's no. I spoke to him one time really, and we exchanged words, and it was nothing bad. It was just just a regular conversation, and we parted ways. And anytime I see him, it's respect, cool, but we keep stay to ourselves.
Any kids?
Me?
Yeah.
Hell, what? No.
I'm
a kid. I'm, you know what I'm saying? I'm 20, like, you 18, you're an adult, but...
You don't look like you 18, fam. You like...
No, I'm 22.
You don't look like you're 22. You could be 30, goddamn.
Cops think so. They
See?
pull me over all the time. Yeah, it's true. I got, grown man features, but really, at the end of this might keep falling. Grown man features, but yeah, it's like, no kids, man. I'm living responsible. No disrespect to people that have kids young. It's cool, it happens. It's always a blessing. You made a life, but... your whole life becomes about that child. And I got way too much going on right now to dedicate my whole life to another life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to save the world with what I do. And once I have a kid, I want to be ready for that. I grew up in poverty. I ain't trying to struggle with a kid.
Message!
Message, man.
So you kids out there listening, message!
Yeah, come on. Be safe, pull out game on 1,000. People don't like to use I get it. You don't like to use condoms?
Salute
Keep
to
the
you,
pull out
sir.
game on 1,000. You know what I'm saying? No matter how good it feels to not pull out, it's going to feel a lot worse supporting the child right now.
My pull-up game was good until last year.
Oh man, yeah. Oh man,
They got me.
it got you. That's what it is. That mac and cheese. That's what it is.
Damn it, man. All right, listen. Talk to me about the Latino unification.
Joel Ortiz
Yeah.
and Bodega Bams, Emilio Rojas. That was dope. They reached out. Joel reached out, man. And, he got me on there. He told me he was on the track. He told me who else was on the track as well. And I was like, I gotta go ham. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that was fun. It was a dope opportunity. We went and shot the video. And it was just dope, man. It happened. I got to hear it on the Human Project that he put out. Shout out to Joel. It was like it literally happened like that. Today's age, not everybody's always meeting up all the time, but he called. I got to speak to him. Spoke to his manager too, and he sent the beat over, told me the concept, and he said, "Yo, just do what you do." And I did what I did, and it happened.
I heard you going on tour.
Yes.
Who you going on tour with, and when's that start?
Well, I did a few already. I just came off a tour with Kiss not too long ago.
Jadakiss.
Shout out to Jadakiss. Shout out to the Lockstyle
shout out to
Speech.
the cousin.
All the big bros. And we touring Canada. It's gonna be me and Whispers, part of my camp, going out there. Sean Strange gonna be out there too. And we doing it, man. It's happening. Gets to hit different soils off of words and rugged features.
Chris Rivers, you working for real, man.
Yeah. You gotta work hard for your dreams, man, or they'll just stay dreams.
You ain't lying. It's a Sunday sit down. It's your main man, EmEz. What's your relationship with Remy?
Same as Joe. We probably spoke a little more. I know my sister spoke to her a little more, but since she came out, we sent, I sent the, a text and all that stuff like, yo, happy you out, etc. But not much talking either. But she rolling with them, and it's cool. It's cool.
As a rapper, where do you see yourself? What lane are you feeling?
This new era, I like the new underground, man. Like the new underground type thing that's coming out. Like it's a mixture of like I see the mainstream. And I know y'all the radio, so mainstream's cool. But I see the underground climbing as well. You know what I'm saying? And that people are kind of feeling like they miss that. How can I explain it? People are fickle. They always want something new. But sometimes when you so used to one thing, that old thing might be the new thing to you. Because kids these days don't really know. I asked a kid today, my pops died 16 years ago. If you're 16 or under, you don't know who he is. You might not even know who Pun is. You might not really know Biggie's song unless they play it on his anniversary. You know what I'm saying? So these kids, they don't even know what that music sound like from the golden era, stuff like that. So when they hear it, it sounds like it's something refreshing and new. And when the old cats hear it, it sounds nostalgic. So that's really on the climb. I really like music with a message in it. I like music that shows that you have skills and you're not just doing it for bread or something. I don't know what it is, but I like that sort of lane. So I'm conscious. I wouldn't even label myself as a conscious rapper. I just like lyricism, but also like I want to have fun with it. It's hard. You ask me, that's the most difficult question because I can't. It's hard for me to talk about myself. Like I like when people. I like for people to take their own take on me. Like I don't like to judge myself.
Talk to me about your mixtapes.
Yeah, man. We got 3 of them out. Wonderland of Misery, Wonderland of Misery 2, and Medicated Consumption.
What's the progression with them? Why 1, 2, and 3 like that?
Well, 1 and 2 was like that because Wonderland of Misery, the whole, the conceptually we wanted to show, me personally, I realized in life, 2 people could live the same exact life, and one could view it as horrible, and one could view it as a heavenly place, like great, and it's all about perspective. It's what you perceive. So me, I grew up on both of their sides. We went from rags to riches to rags, and I learned a lot days where I was depressed, and then nothing changed, and I was very happy, and I learned like it's about how you see things. So I wanted to call it Wonderland of Misery because that's both sides of the full spectrum combined in one title, or Wonderland and a Misery, and I wanted to show that within the track. So it's like the first one's like 27 tracks, the second Wonderland of Misery 2 is like 26 tracks, and the newest one is like 18 tracks, and the progression is a lot. Like I would say the newest one, you can hear the growth in each one, and it's all dope. They could get them for free on datpiff.com all there, and if they like it, they could cop the EPs on iTunes. You know what I'm saying? So it's dope. I like it. We got the catalog is getting built, and you hear the progression in the music and even the instruments. And as I grow as a person and the artist, and that's the dope thing. I'm getting people to grow with me.
Absolutely,
that's dope. How it feels.
Do you get comparisons to your father?
Oh, constantly, every day. Like
Does it annoy you? Do you like that?
It used to annoy me because I was like really on some like I need to be really prove myself and really. Establish my own name, and that was in the beginning when people still had a nerve to call me Baby Pun. I was like, you gotta stop that shit. I'm gonna slap you. Like no Baby Pun. Like, and that's how I felt. So I'm like, you know what, Chris Rivers, I established it, and now when people compare me to him, I take it as a compliment always. Because if you're gonna even put me in the same realm as my pops, in the same realm as Pun, you know how great he was. For you to say I'm even in the same boat, like I get it, and it's dope. And really, the only time I don't like it is when people think I'm trying to be like him. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't help it.
I mean, you don't have to try to be like him. You're his son.
That's what I'm saying. I'm going to sound like somebody. Everybody sounds like somebody. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Action sounds like somebody. Everybody sounds like somebody.
Absolutely.
Like, so it's only natural for me to actually sound like my pops. But if you really listen to his music and you listen to mine, you can tell that we're 2 totally different people, though there are similarities. So I don't mind it as long as you're not trying to, be like, oh, you're just trying, like, But even then, like, hate is like, hey, man.
It happens. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
If someone ain't hating on you, you're doing something wrong. You know what I'm saying? So,
you ain't lying. Mr. Sunday Sit Down, Shemaine Man, EmEz, Chris Rivers in the building. How do you feel about how Hispanics are represented in hip-hop these days?
It's rough. It's rough for us. I really do not know why. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of speculation. Not too many Hispanics are getting too much notoriety or buzz or really getting to that status of, hip-hop is primarily, correct me if I'm wrong, y'all probably know more, but hip-hop to me seems like it's primarily a black and white game. You know what I'm saying? And not to say that Spanish people can't rap or other ethnicities can't rap, but it's just like those are who's most prominent right now and most popping. So, and I really don't know what it is, but it hasn't been someone as big as my pops since my pops. You know what I'm saying? And that's why he broke the mold, and that's why people, love him and respect him so much for what he did for the culture and for hip-hop and for Puerto Ricans and for Hispanics. But since him, it hasn't been one as big as him. So I feel like that's I don't know. I can't even say what it is, bro. Whether it's racism or and which I doubt, because it's like I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't. Like I never felt that, but maybe it's like I heard somebody. I was having a conversation with someone, and this is their words. They were saying that like white kids can relate to white rappers, right? Black kids can relate to black rappers. White kids can relate to black rappers because they want to be black. That's what the person's saying.
Okay,
you know saying? Cool, right? And they saying a lot of those people think that Spanish cats are just trying to be black. So why would I do? And they the comments saying if they don't want to be you and girls don't want to smash you, then what are you doing? So if I'm a consumer and I'm like, all right, I want to be cool, and if being cool, stereotypical, is I got to be like this black guy, that's what's cool, and the Spanish guy wants to be like him, why would I want to be like the guy to want to be like him, just cut out the middleman to be him? And that was his theory, and I'm just like, maybe. Right, maybe. Because I don't know, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to make it. I don't even see race when I look at people, I see humans. Gotcha. So that whole thing confuses me, why,
With the Puerto Rican Day Parade coming up, are you going to be at the parade?
Oh man, we got to slide through. We got to slide through. We on tour, so we gotta see if we can squeeze it before the flight. You know what I'm saying? Because we're gonna be in Canada, and whatnot. So.
Jet set and all that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. No
you,
sleep, just performances and trying to have fun. So we gotta do it for the culture. If I can make it, I will be there. all over the
It's
place.
the Sunday sit down. It's your main man, EmEz. Last thing about your father, because I don't want to keep dwelling on things. Did you end up going to his funeral? Were you at the funeral?
Yeah, definitely. It was.
Do you remember it?
Yeah, prolific, mind-blowing experience. Because I'm sick, so I knew my father rapped. I didn't really understand like what that meant or what that entailed. Like you know what I'm saying? Because we was in the studio a lot, etc. But I didn't realize how much of an impact he had on the world until his funeral. Because we was going to the funeral, and when I say the funeral was in the Ortiz Funeral Home right there in Castle Hill. And when I say like blocks upon blocks, like thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of people were in front, and you go inside and I'm standing next to his casket, and a dude that I never seen before, never met my father, dropped to his knees in front of the casket, ripped the shirt off his back and started screaming and praying in front, like the impact that he had on people he never even met. It was just crazy to me. So his funeral was just nuts. And then there was a few days for the wake, and then we went and we all went to the crematorium, and me, my sisters, and my mom, we all pushed the button. And we still got his ashes, so it was a lot of ashes. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, but it was dope, man. It was not to say the funeral was dope, but I'm saying it was dope to see the legacy he left. You know what I'm saying? And to see how big he was, and to finally understand that as a kid. And even as I get older, I see people with tattoos. They never meant like to immortalize someone on your flesh, just off of their music. That's legendary.
Dope, legendary. Man. This guy Chris Rivers is pretty deep, man.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Oh God!
Yeah.
You caught me.
Yeah.
All right, no doubt. All right, can I get some bars?
Yeah, definitely.
Do you need a beat? What's up? You going acapella? How we doing this?
Either way, what y'all want to do?
Let me see. Let me find some churn.
I feel like I should take my gum out, but I want to be gross. Thinking about it. See if I can rap it down.
Dragon.
Check. Mike, this is dope.
Chris Rivers in the building. The Sunday sit down. Let's go.
Eating to get my weight up, eating to get my brain up, thinking of purchasing Jesus pieces to keep my faith up, contemplating chopping some weight to handle these pay cuts. Took the 6 to get rid, they got some head on the 8 bus, acting like, but niggas turning savage, they grinding like they my appetite. Half a slice, I try to rid hip hop of all its parasites, so standing ovation, niggas hating, getting clapped at night. That's what I wanna do, that's what my uncle's brother would do, but my philosophies are constantly stopping me from committing these atrocities. Modern day Socrates with Jordan stuff with socks and weed. I could breeze with ease until the cops and breeze, stopping me cause I'm a product of salami, ham, and a lot of cheese.
Sunday sit down.
You moving rocks so blocks can eat. Profile me racially. Pronouns be breaking beats to old child. My soul sound like Motown was made for me. I'm just trying to live in this vile earth with followers. Try to rid hip hop of all its life work. Type of guy and child follow church. Tried to ride a church but wouldn't run.
That's it, you good.
It's all the
You good, Chris. You good. It's only a freestyle. Come on,
my
man.
name for the beggar and his wife and kids. Trying to do my part. I'm just trying to move my heart. I'm just trying to get too into it like Noah's Ark. I'm just trying to get big like Napoleon Bonaparte. Wondering if I'ma do the same thing when I sold the parts. Thinking deeply. Gotta flex so the streets can see me. Pockets flat, but this gold watch will keep me 3D. Struggling for service, metro piece of shit in 3G. Struggling for service, but you see me.
All right.
Wait, tell me, I could curse? Yeah. I keep trying to censor myself. You told me I could curse.
No, you can curse, man.
I always mess up when I try to censor myself.
You can absolutely curse.
That's cool. Damn. Man. Okay. Cool. That's great. I get one more.
You want one more?
Yeah, man. I'm trying. I'm trying. Curse, man. Damn, man.
I just want a little bit, but go ahead.
Come on, man.
Switch it up. It's the Sunday sit down. Chris Rivers in the building.
Check.
Do it.
Check. Where we at? Hop in. Yeah. Oh, there it is. Oh, I like this beat. Raise it up a little bit. Yeah. Check. I've been dissipating these imitations with demonstrations of limitless limitations. Figure I've been amazing since PCP, EBT meets. Oh, you know what? Drop the beat. Hold up. Drop the beat. I want to talk to them real quick, right? Drop the beat entirely. I want to talk to them real quick. Listen, I'm going to slow it down for you, all right? I've been dissipating these imitations with demonstrations of limitless limitations. As figure I've been amazing since pacing in the basement, so scribbling flames on these pages undeniable. Criticism is niggas hating came from unfair taxes and a welfare care packages. Hell here, fiends looking like they hugged a big cactus from the floors to the stairs to inflated air mattress. Now it's Tempur-Pedic habits and I walk in Air Max's way. Off and maker, off the coffin breaker, awesome Morgan shaker, walking Vader, Jordan's forcing off the inner choke to taste the clear. Rockin' Knickerbocker, wicked Baka, sick as Monster Bron, scholar uppercuts that fix potches, dick chompers. Been doubted and rerouted, counted out like accountants say for months just to put together an outfit. So every whack rapper getting outed like niggas that's wearing blouses with the word world on my shoulders, I'm moving mountains, the chosen one. But that's mostly cause I'm the only one. All the shit I've been through, I swear to God that God owe me one, and that's blasphemous. But I gave my all and they asked for shit. I ain't have no water, needed black plastic bags to shit. A whole day's worth of food was just a bag of chips, sneaks leaning, my teeth beefing, I couldn't bag a bitch. Turntables, tables turn, I guess they bagging me. What's in front is obsolete, I conquered all in back of me. It's Rivers. Thank you for letting me curse, man.
Thank you. Yes, you know what? Damn it, man. I just wanted one. He gave me 2 freestyles.
Oh,
I appreciate you, sir.
Yeah, I appreciate you.
Chris Rivers in the building. It's a Sunday sit down. I ain't gotta say no. We gonna end it like that.
Oh man, that's cool.
We gonna end it like that.
I love y'all, baby. Dragons up, man.
Listen, tell them how to get in contact with you and all that good stuff,
Definitely,
man.
most definitely. If y'all want any inquiries, collabs, whatever it is, shows, that's MGMT at ChrisRiversMusic.com. You want to follow the boy, that's Dragons and Rivers on Instagram. The page is ChrisRiversMusic.com, and just follow the boy. Again, get those mixtapes. DatPimp.com. Medicated consumption. Yeah.
A lot of people will come and sit down and try to do the little freestyle thing. He killed it.
Thanks, man. Thanks, man. Oh man.
Appreciate
I appreciate
Thank you for coming by. It's the Sunday sit down, Chris Rivers.
Much love, bro.
Another example of how easy does it.